They are called aseptic couplings, and they're becoming more and more popular in the process industry. But what are they? What are their differences? And what should you look out for? Follow along as we are taking a deep dive into the world of aseptic couplings. In front of me, I have lined up the aseptic union, the aseptic flanges, and the aseptic clamps. These are also known as 11, 8, 64, 1, 2, 3. Next is the different connection types. So the aseptic couplings consist of a male and a female part, also known as the nut and the liner. The last level of us to go into detail with is the standards. So we have 3 different standards as well. And the standards refer to what is the pipe size that you're connecting to. In your factory, you might have DIN pipes, or you might have ISO pipes, and this is very important to keep your eye out for when you are selecting aseptic couplings. So you want to make sure you select the right pipe standard so it all fits together. Here we have a B, and C standard. The A standard is the DIN, the B standard is the ISO, and the C standard is the inch standard, which is also known as the DS or SMS standard. We are seeing that the aseptic couplings are typically being used in the food and pharmaceutical industries. It's a new coupling, not really, it's kind of been around for a while, but it's now being adopted. And what is so great about the aseptic coupling is that it's very hygienic in nature. What to keep in mind is that when you're looking at union parts, where you have the male and the female part, suddenly here the O-ring follows the female part, or the nut face. Whereas if we go over and take a flange aseptic coupling, suddenly the O-ring still lives on the nut part, but it's not the part that you would follow on your hose. Actually, it's the liner part that you would put onto your hose. So keep that in mind when you are designing your system. If you want to learn more about the aseptic couplings, you can always read more on our website. You should also check out our hose configurator, where you have the option of selecting the different types of aseptic couplings for your hose. Do not hesitate to give us a ring or send us an email. Thank you so much for your attention, and I hope you learned something about aseptic couplings today.